Salute everybody. This is the first episode of Boy Daddy Motivationals, and tonight I'm going to start dropping these motivationals to just inspire other people to, chase their dreams and to follow their visions. There's a lot of people out there that have things that they want to do but they never get around to. And I'm just going to give you a couple 8-piece series to the process of how Jeffrey and I built Dank Dads and how we came together as a crew, how we built this whole entire studio, which is also my gym. It's a lot of this I saw early, and I had to pick the right players. And today we are a podcast on our way to making crazy 6 figures and above. It's a every day, every Saturday grind. It's an everyday grind. Jeffrey can tell you that we have meetings almost every other day on how to make this thing work. But the biggest thing here for me is just, it all starts with a plan. Anything that you have, and for me personally, my whole thing has just been belief. Once I see it, I put it into play. That's how I started with this gym. I love Carroll High School. I love my high school. So I wanted to always be motivated by the line. It's my favorite animal. And I put this whole vision together because I thought that I wanted to do a podcast that had dad life in a garage, but all the things that dads like. You love great murals, you love the gym, we love a poker table, we love 80-inch screen TVs, which we watch, our Dank Dad show on as we podcast each Saturday night at 7 p.m. And this was my vision, and it all starts with a vision. And I surrounded myself with some really incredible people. My co-host Jeffrey Peters, he's here as well. Jeffrey, say hello to the people.
Hello, good people. Hello, good people.
And Jeffrey and I, we used to debate sports all the time, and I wanted to start a sports podcast. And it got to the point where when we started, nobody's watching us at all. Nobody whatsoever. Like I told Jeffrey, I said, a lot of black folks ain't gonna support this right away. It's just how we are as a culture. And we made it to where we really pushed the needle, and now we're number 1 in Northern Nevada. And that was just by belief. There was a Sunday when Jeffrey looked at me and said that, he was like, bro, no one's watching us. And he was right. And I was kind of defeated too that we weren't getting a soul to watch us at the time. And I said, let's just keep going. Let's just keep rocking.
Well, I think it's important to mention that it was early Saturday mornings, or Sunday mornings. Early Sunday mornings.
When we started, yeah.
We were trying to kick off by 8 a.m.
Yeah.
To try and catch a little DC crowd that was up and open before these NFL games started.
East Coast crowd for sure.
And that 8 a.m. it was kind of dead. It was just basic sports talk, Sunday morning sports talk. And we eventually made the switch to move it to nighttime, which was probably
life-changing.
Huge for us. Huge for us. And then it kind of really started blasting off over there. And then we added the two other guys to the group, and it really started blossoming. But them early Sunday mornings was something I'll never forget.
It helped us grow tremendously. We learned the podcasting game from the mud, for real. When everybody says the mud, we damn sure learned from the mud. The most beautiful thing is that now we are producing podcasts. We have a new podcast that we're doing for Dr. Carrie Krogan. It's called The C Spot with Dr. C. And Jeffrey produces the show. We're both on. Jeffrey's off camera. I'm on camera. And we've just gotten to the podcast bug. And it's just been a belief system, creating ideas. And I always come with opportunities. Me and Jeffrey have different roles in our podcast. Jeffrey brings a great deal of creativity. I bring a great deal of opportunities. All the things we've covered, Jeffrey and I have done the Wing Fest. We've done the rib cook-off. We've done bars, food trucks.
I've been relating us a lot to $1 in a Dream.
100%.
I mean, that's literally, we're not rich, right? We're making this stuff up as we go.
Facts.
And it's literally $1 in a Dream.
It is. It's so funny because we go places and it's just like, yo, let's just go do it. Our PlayStation tournaments at Dell Sports Bar, Salute to Dell Sports Bar, 95 North Sierra Street. We've had some very successful gaming tournaments, whether it be Madden, whether it be 2K, whether it be NCAA. We have just come up with ideas and we've attacked them and put one foot forward. But a lot of this comes from a piece of paper. I write all this stuff down. all these goals, all my dreams, all my life. I have, even in football, I've just been a writer of dreams and goals and aiming to make those things come true. And so we're going to give you a little bit in the War Daddy motivational series to just come in and check out a little bit of things that we're getting done right now. This podcast that we have with Dr. C, there are people from South Africa waiting to get in here, all around the world, because it's the medical field. And it was just something that I knew I wanted to change a little bit of a lane outside of sports just a little bit, just to be a little more diverse. But Jeffrey did the same thing, and we fell into a really great space. And it's just about believing in consistency. You write that goal down, put it down, whatever the fuck it is. It doesn't matter how crazy it may seem to anybody else, but if it's real to you, make it happen. And boom, here we are, almost 4 years later, number one in Northern Nevada. You see us covering a lot of the major events. People love us. We had out in the streets, we ate 91 wings at the wing cook-off, right, for free. It's just been an amazing journey. And the more you continue to just do the same thing and never stop, stay consistent, and water your plant, man. Water your plant.
Consistency and manifestation.
It is.
That has got us to where we are today.
And so
consistency and manifestation.
So we're going to give a little bit of a blueprint on how we created this situation and how we got here. And we just want you guys to follow the journey. I know there's a lot of people out there. People call me all the time. Hey, how'd you guys start this? How'd you do it? Would you help me start a podcast? And sure, we don't mind jumping on anybody's shit.
It's also a cliche to say, but you can't be afraid to fail. We've had some trials and tribulations in this podcasting game that we could have quit early because we just wanted to give up. But that was, we just worked past it. We put our head down and went through that wall that we faced. There was no turning back. It was, we need to figure out either go through it or go around it. And each and every time we did just that.
I also think that we're moving into a climate in this country that a whole lot more. I think podcasting is just really started, to be honest. I think that podcasting is at the very beginning of podcasting. And I think that there'll be a guideline on how people are going to get paid on podcasting. And I think not just a podcast, but whatever your goal or dream is, I think it's time to become entrepreneurs. The entrepreneur lifestyle is definitely where we should be leaning, I think, at this point in this country. Jobs are unpredictable. When I thought about this thing, I thought about just creating an economy for myself and Jeffrey, and we did. And here we are. We can have this podcast no matter who the fucking president is of the United States. So stick with us. This is episode 1. We just want to give you an introduction to War Daddy Motivations, and we'll see you soon. Thank you, guys. We out.